What's up guys, Anthony Christopher here, and following on from the announcement of the Progress Marketer website, today I wanted to go over, the website in its entirety, right? I wanted to really dive into how I put the website together, why I put it together the way that I did, and really just go through it to show you my thinking and process behind how I put the whole thing together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we're going to go through page by page and really break down all of the different elements within the website. I probably won't go over everything in real kind of intense detail because I'll probably save that for future videos where we can really dive into the specifics of how we put it together. Everything that I built this website on was all on Thrive themes, which I'll put a link in the description for below this video so you can check that out. But it's an absolutely incredible resource. The idea behind this video is that you guys can get an idea of my thinking of how I put it all together and really, understanding my ethos of simplicity. I wanted the website to be as simple as possible so that people that are visiting the website really get exactly what they've come for, right? I wanted to make sure that the process was simple, there was no barriers, there wasn't any kind of crazy graphics and other distractions that would detract away from what I really wanted them to do, right? I want them to visit the website, I want them to get as much value as possible, and then I want them to, of course, subscribe to my email list and get into my world and my funnel and all that stuff. So I'm going to cover the thinking behind that. So without further ado, let's jump straight to the website. So here we are. So we're on the website, and I'm super excited to share this with you because honestly, I am not the most tech savvy person, and for me, I think it's really valuable, especially when you're getting started, to really demystify that whole idea of, oh my God, I can't build a website, or I can't do anything techy or complicated, and that's a barrier that quite a lot of people have to overcome very early on when they're doing a lot of things online, right? And that's exactly what I was like. I'm saying this completely out of experience. When I was starting, being told I needed to create sales funnels and create a website and all this stuff really quite freaked me out, right? Until I realized that there was online platforms and services and softwares that I could, leverage essentially to build out this stuff online. So as I mentioned, everything that you see on this website was all built on Thrive themes. So Thrive themes, for those that don't know, it's a WordPress theme. So essentially, I built this website on WordPress.org, which is what I recommend kind of everyone get started with, simply because you can do so much more with WordPress.org, a website that you host yourself, in comparison to using, say, Wix or website builders and things like that, because you're very limited into the functionality of what you can actually do with those kind of website builders. Whereas with WordPress.org, essentially you host that website yourself. It's completely your own thing. So there's a lot more flexibility with what you can do with it. And that's, for me, the reason why I wanted to go with WordPress.org. So again, website's built on WordPress.org, and the website theme is built using Thrive themes. So I'll probably do a separate video in the future, talking about Thrive themes and the Thrive membership that I have, and going through all of that and why I chose to use it. And I was recommended this from an incredible entrepreneur by the name of Miles Beckler, who I'm sure a few of you may be aware of. He is also the person who's got me onto this 90-day YouTube content marketing challenge. Again, for those that don't know, I am doing a 90-day challenge. I think this is day 80 now. So I think there's about 10 more days to go, which is crazy to think how far we've come in the last couple of months. So here we are, progressmarketer.com. Really excited to share with you guys. As of course I did the previous video, so hopefully some of you have had a chance to, check out the website. But I just want to talk to you guys, walk you through the website and kind of, I really want to get your feedback, and at the same time, just talk to you guys about the ethos of, why I built the website the way it is. So as you can see, here's the homepage. Super, super simple. We've got a header at the top with the logo and kind of this navigator menu here, and then this real clear call to action, right? Do you want to start or grow your business online without the guesswork? Let me show you the fundamentals of internet marketing and how to turn your passions into profit. So the whole reason I went with this is a lot of the websites that I was looking at and trying to gain some inspiration of when I was getting started with this, they all had that really strong, core theme of what their website was about. And I was trying to think, for me, what am I trying to do? What does Progress Marketer really stand for? And what are you trying to help people solve? And for me, of course, I talk about affiliate marketing and a lot of that stuff in my videos, but I'm trying to help people start or grow their business online without all the kind of the fluff, right? Without all the guesswork. I'm trying to make sure that everything that I provide people with my content and ebooks or products and services that I recommend as an affiliate, I want to make sure that it's, taking the guesswork out of what they're actually doing, right? To make sure that there's no confusion or there's no kind of, fluffiness around. I don't know if fluffiness is the right word, but taking that real confusion out of what they're doing and making sure that everything they need to really grow and scale a business online is what they have. So that's, I guess, the ethos of what we're trying to do. And of course, this website is trying to drill down to those real fundamentals as well, of internet marketing and how people can turn their passions into profit. So that whole idea of, building out an online business, utilizing the power of affiliate marketing, connecting people with products and services that you yourself use or are interested in, and that really is the core theme of what we're trying to do here. So then we move down, and again, following this very structure within the theme, I then have, a short intro into me, I guess the attractive character, the person behind this Progress Marketer brand. And this is just, I guess, a quick summary from me. So if you're someone that finds themselves wondering if it is possible to earn an income online and actually be passionate about what you do, then you're in the right spot. We try to keep things super simple here. Progress Marketer was created to give you exactly what you need to start or grow an online business quickly, so you can spend time implementing what you learn instead of having to figure out all the little pieces yourself. Welcome to Progress Marketer. So, the reason I went with this is because I remember what it was like when I was getting started with affiliate marketing and really learning internet marketing in general, right? I was so bombarded with content and information left, right, and center from so many different people. And I really struggled to find, that one person that just broke down things simply. I always found that everyone would try and go super complicated and really, in depth with what they were trying to teach, with regard to internet marketing. But really, I just wanted to understand what I needed and what was relevant to me instead of having to sift through, a lot of the noise that's out there, which is what I really struggled with. So I guess what I try to do with Progress Marketer is to make sure that I'm sharing all of those insights that I wanted to find out when I was learning this stuff, right? I hope that makes sense. When I was getting started, there was small things that I really wanted just some clarification on, which I never got the answers to until I actually went out there and tried to figure it out for myself. And I don't want people to have to go through that learning curve as long as I did. Really took me a couple of years to really get my head around a lot of the concepts and strategies that we leverage, with our online businesses and with building out sales funnels and being an affiliate marketer, and then in the consulting work that I do as well. Really learning those strategies and how to put it all together, took a very long time, right? So I guess what I'm trying to do is to bring a lot of that forward so that the learning curve isn't so steep or take as long, as it did for me. So something that I really wanted to make sure that we had on the homepage was just to make sure that the blogs that we write and the things that we're putting out in terms of videos and content is really, really valuable. So I wanted to really make sure that that was emphasized on the homepage. And as you can see there, these are the first 3 blogs that have been put out. There will be more blogs that will be posted in the next coming weeks. I have a backlog of about 20 different blog posts that I need to put out, which I'll be kind of updating over the next coming weeks. So then again, we have another section of talking about the Progress Marketer vlogs. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is just showing people that there's content on YouTube to really give people a multimedia experience, right? And this is something that I learned very, very early on, when it comes to basic understanding of digital marketing and how people interact with things online. And one technique is to essentially bounce people around. And I can't remember exactly who introduced me to this concept. I think it might have been Andre Chaperon, in some of his email marketing content actually, and talking about this idea of giving people a multimedia experience, right? So instead of them just coming to your website, consuming the content on there, them also being able to access your content on YouTube, or also being able to connect with you on social media, or also being able to read your blog and things like that. So they're not just having to consume your content in one place, you're able to take them to have a different experience somewhere else. So for those that like watching videos, they can see your YouTube page, which you can clearly have linked on your website. And for those that like reading, they can read your blog, and etc. etc. So and that goes if you have a podcast or any other content medium that you might be creating. So really wanted to make sure that that was clearly signposted on the website as well. And then at the bottom we have a super simple call to action to my lead magnet, the 3-step affiliate blueprint. So a proven strategy that anyone can use to launch a profitable online business from scratch. So that ebook is essentially the culmination of the absolute fundamentals that people need to know when they're getting started with affiliate marketing. A lot of it was the questions and things that I was asking when I was trying to learn how to put that stuff together, and I've just written it all in an ebook so that people that read that can really, straight out the gate know exactly what they need to do in order to get started with affiliate marketing. And then again, the opt-in box, all we're asking for is their first name and their last name. So that, of course, is synced up to my GetResponse email autoresponder account, which will go into, different autoresponder sequences, and then I'll segment those lists later down the line throughout my funnel. That's the homepage. And again, you'll notice that there isn't anything crazy on this website, right? There's no, I haven't got loads of different menu items, and there's no, crazy graphics and things like that. I've really just tried to keep it super simple because I want people to have the best possible user experience when they come to this website. I want to clearly direct them to, valuable content that they can get some value out of. And I also want to, position my lead magnets for those that want to opt in and take the next step with building out their online business or working together, consuming my content and building up that relationship. So that's really kind of how this website is optimized, right? For real simplicity and to deliver as much content to the user as possible. So then what I've decided to do as well is I've created a start here page. For those that need to be guided, they want to kind of know step by step what they need to do. I put together this start here page simply to clearly signpost what I recommend people should do when they're coming into my world, right? What are the things that they should be focusing on? What should they do first? So I kind of give a brief introduction into why they're here, what Progress Marketer's for, the whole aim of the website. And then, step by step, I tell them, what they should do. So get my free training blueprint. I then, step 2, introduce them to learning the fundamentals of internet marketing. So I clearly link through to, a bunch of my different videos that I've put out on YouTube, which I'm sure some of you guys have seen that are watching this. And step 3, I talk about taking action and, actually implementing what they're learning. And then this idea of having patience and just really sticking with it. It really simple stuff, right? But the power in creating this start here page is that it really clearly signposts what people should do first, right? And people that are coming here, they're likely going to gravitate towards starting here if they don't really know what you're about, or they don't really have any kind of connection with you. It's really great to just take them step by step. If you want to get to this finishing point, this is what you need to do first, and this is what you need to do second and third and fourth, and so on and so forth. So that's why I put that together. I also saw quite a lot of other internet entrepreneurs that were doing this as well, kind of taking people on the journey step by step. So again, we're going to test this. We're going to see how it works, see what the feedback is, and then iterate and improve it over time. Next up, about me. I'm not going to spend too much on this. So I'm sure if you're interested, you can go and check that out. But just super high level about me, about Progress Marketer, how I got started, my kind of journey, experience, and stuff like that. So you guys can check that out, if you want to. But really just emphasizing what I'm about, what I believe in, and what I'm trying to achieve here with Progress Marketer. And you'll also see on the right hand side here this sidebar, right? It's again really simple what we've done here. And you can do all of this in terms of dragging and dropping all these different elements on all the pages inside of Thrive Architect, which is essentially a plugin that's provided by Thrive as part of their Thrive membership. And you can build all this stuff out relatively simply, right? Now, I'm not saying it's super easy. It does take a bit of a learning experience, and you do have to play around with it. But after about a week or so, you kind of get used to the controls and how to put things in different places and really get creative with the design elements. And now it gets to a point where it's almost fun, right? And I say almost because sometimes you do run into those roadblocks, and I don't want to set you guys up and say, oh, it's easy, don't worry, because there is a learning curve. But it's not to say that it's impossible, because as I've mentioned numerous times, I am by no means a graphic designer or a website designer or a UX designer and things like that. I try to keep things super simple, leveraging platforms that I can use that aren't crazy intuitive and relatively simple to use and understand. And that's why I've gone with Thrive Themes, because it very much caters to my needs for my business and has all the incredible functionality. So again, I'll do a future video about Thrive and why I think it's good, and things like that. So that's my this is the about me page, and then I've got a click through here which essentially takes you to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to click that because obviously you're probably watching this on YouTube. And lastly, we've got my blog. So of course, there's only 3 blogs that are on here at the moment, and as I said, I'll be updating the blogs over time. But I guess really high level thinking about how I put this website together, it all comes to this idea of providing value first, right? Everything that I've done with this website is to make sure that the main focus is around content and actually giving people insight before trying to get them to opt in, and being really aggressive with my approach, because fundamentally I believe that the real key in creating a website and really captivating your visitors to your site is providing them with as much value upfront as possible. I want people to come to Progress Marketer and read a blog or see a video and be like, oh, this is really interesting, this really gives me a solution to a problem that I have. It really gives me a window into this particular strategy, and just really giving them that value piece, because that is ultimately what is going to generate that relationship with people that visit the website, and people that build that know, like, and trust factor with Progress Marketer and me behind Progress Marketer, which I think is really, really important. So that's really what my main focus was. This how my main thinking has been put together around putting this website together how it is. It really is kind of the main focus around content, making sure I'm providing value up front, but also giving people the opportunity to opt in and to take their journey to the next level by subscribing to my email list, and taking them on the journey via the back end of my funnel, and connecting them with useful products and services that I personally recommend, but all about building up that relationship long term. This isn't a quick fix. We're not being super aggressive with this approach. It's just trying to make sure that we have that right balance between providing value but also giving people enough opportunities to actually opt into my list and to take their next step within their online business. So I guess that's the ethos of how we put the website together. I will be putting in extra features over the coming days as well. I'm going to have a pop-up that comes onto the website as well to get people, to entice them to subscribe to my email list, and to download my free ebook, which is kind of my main gateway into my world, my funnels. Getting them on that email list and age and ascending those relationship with those subscribers over time, whilst providing them with more value, of course, on the back end. So I'll be building that out. And really, we're going to run with this, guys. This is, the first iteration of the website. I'm sure there'll be tweaks to the copy and the value proposition, and the way that the website's put together over time. I'm sure we might be integrating more, some more fancy. There'll probably be more changes that are coming down the pipeline as well. But for right now, this is our minimum viable product, right? Our MVP, which I spoke about in some previous videos as well, because I really want your feedback. I want to know, as you guys that are visiting this website, what do you think? What do you get out of it? Any feedback, of course, let me know in the comments below this video. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, I guess I'm going to leave it there, guys. I just wanted to show you this just to kind of give you an understanding of my thinking behind how I put this website together. But really and truly, simplicity is the absolute key with this. I really didn't want to overcomplicate it and try and make it look overly pretty and fancy, because right now my main focus is on just providing as much value as possible and making sure that visitors to the website can get that value as quickly as possible as well. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have got some value from this video. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up. It means a heck of a lot. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. As I said, I'm going to be doing videos in the next coming days on Thrive themes and really the mechanics behind how I put this together. I'll also be going over some of my opt-in pages as well, so you guys can look at how I built those. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Take care.